Hi, Sadelle here, and I'm going to talk to you today about the idea of creating art as a slow process and a slow meditative way. And one of the ways that I do that is actually being mindful about the tools that I use. And to that end, today I want to show you one of my favorite tools that I like to draw with. And this is, I don't know if you can see this, this is a glass pen. And I purchased this pen, last year sometime, from a store in Boston. I really love it. And what I love about it is it's a dip pen. So when I put the pen into the ink, it invites a slow process, a slow method of drawing and being mindful of all the strokes and where the ink's coming from. But it also holds quite a bit of ink, so it allows me, I don't have to keep stopping and repeating that process of dipping quite as often as with a regular dip pen. But it also has a wonderful feel as it drags against the paper. It's another invitation into mindfulness. So I'd like to just show you a little bit of how this works. So bear with me for a sec, and I'm going to get your eyeballs on my hands drawing. So I'm working with a locally made black walnut ink and my glass pen, and I'm going to dip it into the ink, and you'll see that there's all these wonderful channels that fill up with ink, and I'm just going to tap it a couple times, and that helps release a little bit of the ink so that it's not too much, but it still holds an amazing amount of ink. And I was working on this piece before, and this is just one of my meandered line drawings. I'm just going to bring the pen to the paper and notice how it's dragging again on the paper. This is a parchment paper. Watching the lines. When I turn the pen, the ink flows from different channels, and it's not only lovely to watch, but it's also useful because it does hold so much ink. And the ink that comes out at first is thicker. And when one channel runs out, you can simply turn it a little bit and you have more ink coming from another channel. I love listening to the sound of the pen when I tap it against the glass jar. And I love listening to the pen. I can actually, if it's quiet enough, you won't be able to hear it, but I can actually hear the drag. So invoking the senses, invoking listening, the hearing, the seeing, and how it feels. I don't advise that you taste this unless you're making an ink out of wine, unless you dipped your pen into wine, which I suppose would work. There are people that do make wonderful art using coffee and wine and other liquids that are drinkable. But obviously black walnut ink is not one of those. But I love, just gets me into a very quiet place when I use this. And again, it's slow. I have to dip this every once in a while. Although again, not as much as with a regular dip pen. And it just invites you to slow down. So, if there's a tool that you love to use, I would love to hear about it. And I'll put a link to where you can get more information about this type of pen down in the notes below, and invite your comments, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye.